Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have the feeling that 2022, for some reason, is going to be the year of the button lock. I'm just saying, it just seems to be shaping up that way. But thank you, subscribers. Thank you, patrons. And thank you, channel members. You guys are awesome. You're making this thing so much fun. The intro knife is the Kizer Urban Bowie, or Bowie. You tell me. I don't know. However you want to say it. This is a sweet little knife, but I'm going to use the unboxing knife to get in here. This dude right here, and make sure I'm not going to cut anything important. I always get to the edge and then I miss it. There we go. Let's get in here and check this out. I'm excited about this one. This one is supposed to be like, it's one that was out already in titanium, a fancier version. Now we have this version right here, the Kizer Assassin V3549C1, but it's a button lock. You want to see it? I want to see it. Let's get in here and check it out. Check it out, y'all. So you get this nice pack. If you're not familiar, you get the little insert. You get a cleaning cloth. That's always very nice, very, very nice. And here is the knife. Let's check out the knife. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it. We have another button lock. So I'm going to give you a nice close-up look. And I didn't get to check this one out that much online. I found out it was available and I jumped on it. And you know what? There's a red version. I wish I would have got the red one now. Too late. Too late. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Check out this micarta. This micarta is like the micarta that was put out in the version 2 beg lighter. It's not the heavy duty, I don't know. I said duty. Did I just say that? Yeah, I said that. Oh my gosh, here we go again. It doesn't have that heavy pile, you know, kind of like the, we'll say like on this one. Has the real heavy pile. This, and pile's probably not the word. This has the more smoother micarta. You can still feel the texture of it though. These are available at White Mountain Knives, and with my discount code, it's going to cost you $62, like $62.10. I'll put a couple links in the description where you can go get it and use my code. I have a discount code to a couple different places where you can get it. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that blade shape. Check that out. I mean, look at it. Would you look at it? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Another button lock. I'm just like, wow. And there's another one coming up by another company on the way. So there's that side and this side and the back side. I really like this shiny. Ooh, it's so shiny. I like the shininess. That is really cool. And you know what? We're going to get in here. We're going to take it apart and all that good stuff. Just so you know, the original, which you can still get, the original has titanium and S35VN, and it runs about 143 with my discount code. But we're going to check out the fit, finish, action, ergos, all that good stuff. But first, I'm going to get the specs, and we'll do them in less than 60 seconds. Let's take a guess. I'm going to guess around 3.25, and it is 3.43 ounces. I was a little off. That's all right. I can't get it every time. I mean, geez, come on. So, you know the drill. Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. So from tip to tip, you're 6.19 inches. You have a clip point blade with 154 cm blade steel. You have kind of a satin stone wash finish. We'll get up close and look here in just a minute. Your total blade length is 3 inches on the nose. Your sharpened blade length is 2.89 inches. Your blade width is 0.93 inches. And your blade stock thickness is 119 thousandths of an inch. Behind the edge, you're 16 thousandths. And then it slowly trails up to around 22, 23 up here at the tip, making it nice and strong. Your handle material is a very nice looking micarta. Your close length from tip to tip is 4.2 inches. Your handle width 0.91 inches, and your close width right here at the widest point is 1.15 inches. Handle thickness is 0.51 inches, just over a half an inch. Your opening method is going to be a flipper and a thumb stud, and oh yeah, and a button lock. What about that? And we'll see what's on the inside. We're going to take it apart, and it has stainless steel liners, and check it out, ambidextrous, reversible pocket clip. That's what I'm talking about. Your hardware size is T8 and T6s, and your designer is Carlos Elsner. And again, this model number is V3549C1. Is it going to cut some paper? Let's see if it'll cut some paper. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it is sharp out of the box. Let's get all up nice and close and do the personal tour. So here's that blade that I was telling you about. So what do you call it? And this isn't trivia. This is more of a, hey, all you smart people in the knife community. So it has that stonewash look, but it also has the satiny look. So what would you call that? A satin stone wash or a stone satin wash? But there's your blade. It's a very nice looking blade. I like that swedge on the top. It's very nice, very attractive. And man, does it have a nice even grind, and I can feel it catching my skin. It is sharp, very sharp. There's your Kizer logo, and there's your blade steel, 154 cm. And we'll get up nice and close here, give you a little bit of texture vision. There's your button. You can see, I wouldn't call it conical, but yeah, I would kind of, maybe just a little bit. It's very comfortable, no rough edges on it. Just sticks out just a little bit there. And there's your texture vision. Has a nice texture. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy texture at all. It's kind of fancy feeling. Ooh, you know what? I really, really like this shadow box look. Check that out. I love it when the liners stand proud, if you will. And they're nice and smooth. Oh, yeah, I'm liking this. I do wish I would have got the red one, though. I didn't know that it was available. That's all right. And then here you have a nice spot for a lanyard. You can put a big old lanyard in there. And there's your spot to reverse your pocket clip. And let's go on the inside and take a look. We'll definitely look on the inside. I'm just letting you see how shiny it is. And then on this side, there's your pocket clip, and bam, no screws sticking out, or as I would say, no mushrooms growing in the shade. And we'll see what that's like going in and out of the pocket right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, very nice, very comfortable, holds it in there very well, very, very well. And taking a look at this pocket clip from this side, you can see it's not inset into the liners, but that's okay. It'll reverse. That's going to make a lot of people happy. I know there's a couple of people in every video, they're like, yeah, dude, but it doesn't reverse. Well, guess what? This one does. And how's our lockup? Let's feel. Oh, it is dead solid. There is no movement up or down, left or right at all. And let's see what our percentage is here. I would say we're about 45%. We're just about right in the middle on that. So we're good on lockup. About centering. Are we centered? Of course. I mean, it's a Kizer. They're always centered. And look at that. Nice looking tip. Nice grind on that tip. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Now here's the width up against the QSP Penguin. It's a little bit wider than the Penguin. And let's go ahead and throw some up here. You already know. Let's see if you have one just about this size. All right, first let's throw up the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And I'm going to put these pivot to pivot and blow it up a little bit for you. There we go. There we go. And here's the Spyderco Para 3. So, okay, now you have a good idea. Let me see. I'm going to put this on a line. What line do I want? We'll use this one right here. That way you keep it lined up. So, yeah, it's kind of in between the both. It has a good size. This is like a good size EDC knife. One of those ones, it fits the bill for most people. Here's the Civivi Backlash. And the Petrified Fish PF818, I really like this one. Actually, I like all of these, but this PF818, it is a fun one, and it's a budget one. It's very nice. And how about this? The Sin-Cut Neches. This is one I just reviewed recently on the channel. And, of course, the QSP Penguin. You have to have a Penguin. You already know if you watch the channel, you have to have a Penguin. Everyone has a Penguin. And you can get it in whatever color you want. And here's the Kubi Royal. Ooh, okay, look at that. For size-wise, if you have a Kubi Royal, you're right there in the ballpark. Kind of the same looking end to the blade there. Very nice. I like it. I like it. And how about the Civivi Ortis? Let's put the Ortis up here. This is a nice one from Civivi that a lot of folks have this one. And you know what? I'm going to put this one up. This one, the Kizer Original. By the way, next video that you watch, I'm going to tell you the date that all three colors are going to be released. Just saying. Just saying. And here is the Spyderco Delica 4. So you see what ballpark we're walking in here. There's the Delica 4, one of the most popular Spydercos. It's like the perfect EDC size. All right, let's check out deployment. Before we do, I have to remember to remind you, if you're new to the Beez Blades channel, you got to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and then right above it, hit all so you don't miss what's coming up. And if you haven't been here, believe me, you don't want to miss what's coming up. It's going to be sweet. Just saying. All right, so let's check out deployment. We do have a couple different ways to do it. How about let's do the teaser. How about yeah, there we go. Nice slow roll. And then the button lock. Oh, yes. Yes. How about the flipper? I'm going to do the push button. Swing. Ooh, got a little click there. Oh, that is nice. Fidgety. If you like a fidget knife, yeah. Easy to deploy. Let's use the button. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Now, can I do it left-handed? Well, of course. It's a flipper. This is one of those knives you can hand to anyone, and yeah, they're going to know how to deploy it. And it works very well. Now, that the drop, you have to get used to it. Now with my right hand, I'm used to the button locks. With my left hand, I'm not, because I don't use the button locks with my left hand. I get a little bit of that click going on. But it's very nice. It doesn't have, I look at that, out of habit with my left hand. When I get the left hand, I go for the liner lock. There is no liner lock. You don't need one. It has a button. And I am getting a little click there, but it's not hard. It's just an audible sound. It's getting more with my left hand, so it's probably how I'm holding my left hand. So as you can see, I don't think there's any question how easy this is to operate, or as far as fidgetability. It has really good sound. And the button you have to leave the button down for a second so it can do its job and shut. And if I hit it hard, well, actually, it's not even bouncing out. So that's pretty good. As far as the detent, it does not have a strong detent, but it's enough to hold the blade in. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So as far as ergos, my hand from here to here is 4 inches. From here to here is 3.5. And from here to right here is 7.25. So let's see what it looks like. Here's just holding it in my hand, you know, if you're doing a little bit of that business. And holding on to it, yeah, full 4-finger purchase. It's comfortable. The pocket clip's not bothering me at all. Pocket clip is good, and I hope you're doing good today. And yeah, I know are you doing well? But I hope you're good. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Yeah, this is feeling good. Ooh, oh yeah. Check it out, my favorite jimping. I like it when the jimping is small like this and has just a little bit of aggression. Nothing painful, but look, it just grabs my skin. It's like, it's perfect. And it's far enough out. So if I want to get up in there in the classic grip, holding a knife, boom. And you know what? You could choke up. I wouldn't choke up to do heavy work because you can see your edge is right here. But you could do, you know, just some light EDC cutting with it. And I can already tell you this is like that perfect EDC style knife, EDC size, perfect for anyone. It's not too big. It's not too small. And you know, I have wider hands. You know how wide my hand is. I have a full purchase. If you had a bigger hand, you'd still be good. You'd still be good to go. And utility cutting all day long. The tip goes right to the surface. You're good with that. There's nice, comfortable handle. I'm liking it. You know what I think we should do? We'll just take it apart and then we'll come back and do final thoughts. So I think I'm going to go right here next to the button and start right here on the show side and see if we can get this dude out here and see how oh yeah, look at that. Real easy. It's coming right out for you. And is it clean? Pretty clean, pretty clean. Put that over here so I don't lose it. And like I said, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Don't forget Beez Blades live at the Hive, and get you one of these stubby a BeezHob bit set. Get you a WeHob bit set. Get this set right here. You don't want to get the wrong kind. I have a link in the description to this set, which also this comes over here and it doubles as an extra driver. That way you have two, but you'll need something more substantial to get you a little torque when you have a tough one, and then get you some KPL knife pivot lube. You'll see me use all this stuff in my disassembly. But back to it. Beez Blades live at the Hive. All right, Friday nights. 8:15 to 11:15 p.m. Don't miss it. You want to be there. Even if you've never been to a live stream before, don't worry. Nobody can see you, but you'll enjoy yourself so much. You'll have so much fun in the knife community. I'm going to turn this light up just a tad. Pow! There we go. All right. So yeah, you'll enjoy yourself so much. Come in and just check it out, and you'll find yourself being a part of everything that's going on. So all I have to do is take those two screws out, and here's what the micarta looks like on this side. Nice and flat, and not a whole lot to it. I'm going to set that up here. Now, this is what the inside looks like. Look at that, all nice and milled out. That is very nice. That's why it doesn't weigh that much. Well, if you take this little screw out, let's see. This is going to be a T6 right here. Oh, now see, another thing. I forgot how to talk. The other thing about the WeHa stubbies, that they're magnetic. You won't lose your screw, but they'll also pick a screw up if you walk past them with your, pink. It'll tick it right up. Pick it right up. Ooh, very nice. So anyway, in the last video, you guys are freaking awesome. All your comments. And that's something I always try to remember, is that if you're not a patron and you're not a channel member, by the way, this dude right here, the stop pin just fell out. I'll show you where that goes here in just a minute. But if you're not a channel member or not a patron, all the channel members and patrons always comment, because that's how you support the channel. That's how that's how YouTube lets other people know they might want to see the content. So make sure you support Beez Blades and you hit the thumbs up button and you comment. That's how you can say, thanks, man, appreciate it. So you don't have to even have a comment about the knife. You could just say hello. Tell me what you had for breakfast. I don't care. So there's your scale. Here's the inside of the scale. Very clean. I have a piece of microfiber cloth that I put some alcohol on, a little bit of alcohol. And then also, which you're going to see here in just a second, I always have a few of these doodads. I call them doodads, little swabbies from KPL Knife Pivot Lube. By the way, my 10% off discount, all of that stuff's in the description. You can go and get 10% off of all this stuff. And to do knife maintenance, man, I can't believe I went without these. Now I just absolutely love them. Have to have them. But that's just me. Now, to give you a look on the inside here, let me get some good lighting going. There's your spring. He's just sitting in there. And here's your button lock. You can see how your button lock was in like that. And you'll see what it looks like when we put it back together. But there's the button. We'll clean it off. It looks pretty clean. And here's your spring. Big old spring. I like that. I like that it's a wider spring. That's very nice. I'm going to put that over here so I don't lose it. Oh, that would be terrible. And there are your ball bearings, and those are going to be ceramic ball bearings. Would you expect anything less from Kizer? I'm going to take them out and give you a nice up-closey look here. Yeah, love me some ball bearings. You already know. So I'm going to clean them off, not that they're dirty, but this is, you know, I've had a couple questions lately asking me, when should you take your knife apart and clean it? Well, you know, that's up to the person. And pretty much, you know, if you become one of us knife nuts, you like me, you know, well, I've had the thing out of the box like, what, 10 minutes or something, and I've already got it apart. That tends to be what a lot of us do, but you do not have to do that. You do not have to take your knife apart and clean it until it needs it. When it gets dirty, you know, when you get some grit in there, you feel the action starting to get a little rough. Look at that. I'm not really getting anything. This probably is from the last knife I did. So here's your pivot, really nice and clean, and it is D-shaped, the D-shaped pivot, and what happens is, I'm guessing, let's see, where's the D meeting up? Oh, listen to me. So the D is, oh yeah. So inside here of this scale is D-shaped, and that's what's holding this pivot nice and square. And you see, and you can actually put oil on these scales and make them look darker if you want to. This is going to evaporate because it's alcohol, a little bit of alcohol of the non-drinking variety. But okay, there's that. I've got the pivot all clean, and let's show you the blade. On the inside here, you can see there's not a whole lot, but we're going to clean it out. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. But yeah, so as far as the question of when do I clean my knife, when do I take it apart, that's completely up to you. I will say a lot of the times it makes it a little bit smoother. Not always, but you know, if you feel it, if it was really flippy when you first got it and you put a couple drops of KPL in there and then it's feels a little gritty or it doesn't have as good of action, well, you know, it's a good time to do it. And there's no rule that says you have to take your knife apart, okay? But I'm just saying a lot of folks in the knife community end up doing it because, well, you know, it's kind of fun and it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing the difference you see when you you take a knife apart and you clean it. So you can see this is, where's our stop pin? Where'd our stop pin roll to? Here's our stop pin. And the stop pin's going to roll in this path right here all the way around. You're going to see how that works in just a minute. And I'm going to, let's see. I can't even tell where I'm at. Okay, we'll put that in here in just a second. It's going to go up here. It's going to go right there. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of KPL and put on my little swabby. You don't have to have the swabs. I use them because I'm heavy-handed and I put too much. I still do it even with the swabs. And I'm not going to put any KPL on the, let's see, which side is going to go where here. Make sure I know what I'm doing. Get to talking, I lose track. Just put a little bit around there. And I'm going to go ahead and put, now these bearings don't have like an open side. It doesn't matter which direction you put them in. So it's that simple. Just like that. I'm just putting a little bit on there to make them nice and looby-doobed up. And while I'm at it, and while I think about it, and by the way, on the Friday nights, you'll learn, I can get distracted. People actually have fun distracting me, and it's fun. I don't mind. Kind of get a, my Carta moment. Instead of saying squirrel, we say, my Carta. So there's your button, all nice and close. You can see it's pretty simple and not a whole lot to it. So let's go ahead and put this dude back together. Man, it's coming back together very nicely so far. Put a little bit of lube in here. You don't need a whole lot. Little dabble do ya. Anybody watching this old enough to remember those commercials? If you do, what was that commercial for? That's the question. All right, so I'm putting him back on. Now I'm going to, did I already check? Yeah, I already put some on there. I'm just going to get a little bit more here. You don't need a lot. Just a little. Put this dude in here. And make sure we're focused. That way you guys can see what we're doing. And I'm just doing this, putting a little bit all the way around. Spreading the love. Just spreading the love. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to put this dude back on just like this. And wow. You thought you got me, didn't you? You guys are like, dude, screaming at your tablets. You got to put the button back in. So here's the spring. I did that on like, not the last one or the one before that. I don't remember. You guys, I guarantee you'll remember. You don't let me live it down. And that's totally cool because it's fun. I was getting ready to put it together with no spring and no button again. But I caught myself. So the open side of this button, I'm going to put it facing down right on top of the button. And now I'm going to turn the blade and that'll hold that button in for me here just for a minute. Because see that notch right there? When that notch is flat, I can take the button out really easy. Real easily like. Now I'm going to put this dude... there we go. There we go. Line it up and everything is, wow, everything is lining up and clicking like it's supposed to. Whoa, this is nice. Nice. Could it be that simple? Could it be? All right, let's put this dude in here. Get my fancy driver. And by the way, if you didn't hear me earlier, I know some people skip around. That's totally cool. I put links to everything, knife maintenance stuff, knives I recommend, all that fun stuff, and some lock stick. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of lock stick on here, and I'll show you how I use it, and there's really nothing to it. It's like, did I say lock stick? It's thread locker. But I'm just going to put a dabby-doo on here just for funsies and show you how much I use. I try not to use very much at all. So that's all I'm putting on there. And that's actually probably too much, but trying to do everything on camera and in a hurry, you know, I'm going to wipe a little bit of that off. There we go. So there you go. That's not too bad. We'll go with that. But if you're newer and you don't check your knives all the time, or if your pivot moves and your blade starts going towards one side or the other, get some thread locker put on there. You can use that kind or the liquid kind. And I have links to all that in the description. And then you won't have to worry about your screws coming out or coming loose. Oh, you know what? I bet somebody was screaming at me. Gosh, I forgot that screw on the inside. That's all right. That's all right. I caught it. Oh, gosh. It's all right. I caught it right there. How about that? Yeah, you thought you got me. I know some of you are yelling at the screen. Like, dude, you didn't put the screw back in. That's all right. We got it right here. That easy. How about that? Oh, am I putting the wrong one in there? You know what? That's all right. We'll just flub it up a little bit. This screw, just for your general knowledge, this one, which I'm taking out here, is a little bit longer than the one that actually goes in there. There's the one that goes in there. It's a little short dude. No comment. Little short dude. Get it started. Pop it in. Well, I'm going to have to go like this because I only have two hands. But luckily, this thing just was so easy to reassemble. You know, the big thing is just remembering that you have to put all the parts back in. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. So some of you might be on your way to work right now, driving to work, or having your morning coffee, or it might be in the afternoon. You might be at your lunch break. Hello to you. Thank you very much. And, you know, I always try my best to answer all the comments, but I guarantee I read them. Sometimes, you know, life gets busy. I do have a full-time job and all that good stuff, but I, at the very least, will let you know that I'm reading them and I want to answer them all. I absolutely love answering you guys. I love the banter back and forth, and you guys are hilarious in the comments. You crack me up. You brighten my day. So we have it back together. Let's see, is it, oh no, it's not tight. Got some blade play. Let's tighten it up. Oh yeah, there, see there? Okay, let's see. Okay, it is rock solid. Are we centered? Pa-pow, we're centered. Let's go to the big screen. So there is the Kizer Assassin button lock. Do I like it? Yes, I do. And was it easy to take apart? Yes, it was. And it's easy to put back together as long as you remember to put all the parts back in there. But man, it is a super smooth, fidgety knife, easy to operate. You can just open it any way you want. And, you know, I can't, if I didn't have any nail at all, I might be able to do the reverse flick, but my fingernail gets in the way of my skin grabbing it. A lot of folks do that. I can't because, you know, I blink and my fingernails grow, but look at that. Nice gentleman's carry. I'm going to back out here just a little bit. I really like it. It's the perfect size. It's one of the perfect EDC nut style knives. It's not heavy. Has a really nice deep carry pocket clip. It's easy in and out of the pocket. It's sturdy too, man. It held onto my pocket like nobody business. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? There's no hot spots. I can tell the clip is there, but I don't know. Something about it makes the clip just disappear in my hand, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever. It doesn't really have a whole lot of choil. Your plunge grind is right there, so you're not going to get more than about a sharpening or so before you hit the plunge grind. That would be, you know, that's kind of the nitpick with just about every knife, so why even bother at this point? But look at that. Has really good acoustics. I like the sound of it. And if I bounce it too far, just like any of the other button locks, it'll bounce up. So I would say it could use a little bit stronger detent. Just a little bit. Yeah, I would go for a little bit stronger detent. Other than that, I don't have anything else I could point out other than it's a really sweet knife, and hey, I hope you get one. If not, well, that's fine too, because guess what? There's going to be another one that comes out probably tomorrow. But until then, until the next time I see you, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.